Hi, welcome back to the Dukes. My name's Ayden Jones. Thank you very much for listening for the past few sessions. We've been talking a lot about on setup. Our last session we've now started talking about practice drills and the importance of when we're actually going to go on practice, that we're just not going there and making full swings all the time and trying to hit the stock shot all the time. How we can maybe almost limber into our practice sessions to kind of eliminate as many, not as many bad shots. I think we can all, put our hands up that we'll have 50 or 100 balls in front of us, and from the very first ball we'll be trying to produce a full swing. We might even come out with a longer iron, or even might start practice sessions with a driver. That is a wrong way of doing it. Our last session we talked about, a practice session or a practice drill where we work on our feet together and getting the body rotation, so you kind of almost limber ourselves up to it as well. Hopefully you were all successful with that. I'm sure for the first beginning of the sessions it was quite difficult, but I'm going to really lead on from there. We're going to be talking about the halfway back position and the halfway swing positions that we're, to kind of follow on from the feet together. But what I also really want to highlight is the importance of the takeaway. I think what you've got to remember is that the first part of the takeaway really sets the tone into the backswing. So I'm really just going to show you some angles and positions that you can check yourself just to make sure that everything's going correctly for you from there. If I just adopt, I've just got my 8 iron here, just get into my normal setup position. I always practice with a pole down anyway, just to check for my alignment as well. Just getting into my normal setup position, and when I talk about a halfway back position, I'm really only talking to about this position here. But really from the setup, what you really want to make sure that you start to feel is that you don't have any breakages down. You're trying to keep it away in very much one piece and then getting the club parallel to the ground. Okay? A big problem that we'll see as far as the takeaway is concerned, people can get very wristy. So the first part of the takeaway can be very much like this. This of course is narrowing your actual arc of your swing. So you can imagine if my swing was getting up to the top of the backswing, the club is going to be very close to me. But if I get the wrist very set, very strong from here, and create width into that position, I'm setting the tone for it, so when I get up to the top of my backswing, I've got plenty of width into it. Okay? Getting back into that halfway back position, just to highlight the club head position. A lot of people talk about the toe to the sky. That is a bad position, very open, or that's very closed. If you do it correctly, into that position, the angle that you've created here should be the same angle as your back. Okay? So if you stand quite tall to it, it should be a little bit more of a dominant, toe to the sky slightly more. If you're slightly flatter, it should be more into that position. But if you can all kind of perfect that position, then you're setting a good backswing, okay? And then to lead on with the feet together to try and make it, build into the next 10 balls. So this will be from the, ball 10 up to ball 20. Just start off with a couple of half swings, really start to limber up into the full swing. And by the time you get up into the 20th ball, you should feel nice and relaxed, and you should be feeling as if you're actually ready to get up into the full swing. You've limbered up to it, and hopefully you've achieved a lot of good shots leading onto it. So that's really building a lot more confidence into the swing, and that's ultimately what you want. At the start of any practice sessions, if you're going into the full swings hitting a lot of bad shots, it's going to dent your confidence. Start it off this way and it will build up, and you'll understand a little bit more of the key fundamentals of the setup as well and swing. Thanks for listening. Tune in next time. Again, if you've got any questions, you can contact me at aroberts-jones@allcoursehotel.co.uk. Look forward to seeing you next time.